Can you give us a quick backstory of how you became a landing page designer? For our audience that doesn't know
Mhm.
about landing page design yet, can you also
Yeah.
give them like a very quick definition of it?
So a quick backstory about me is that I actually started as a graphic designer. So way back when
Okay.
I was still in college. So I learned about graphic design, but I focused more on designing t-shirts because I was a nursing student back then. So my side project or side gig was actually designing t-shirts for the nursing department. So that's where I got my money because I was really hooked in buying sneakers, especially the Stefan Janowski Nike, that model.
Yeah.
Uh, and then after that, when I graduated and then I passed the board nursing, I actually got hired by Pornhub as a graphic
Okay.
designer as well. I started as a graphic designer for Pornhub, and then Yolanda came, the super typhoon.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I had to stop doing graphics first. So I had to become, or I had to work as a call center representative.
Okay.
And then after that one, when I got back here in Tacloban, I decided to pursue in learning how to code the front end development because I feel like that time website was becoming big. The demand for website design was becoming big, and I was thinking to myself that yeah, it's very 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 important to learn how to code. But then 2014 came, and then I think that no, then 2015 came. I became a UI UX head, and then I realized that damn, UI and UX is somewhat becoming broad and broad, and I wanted to specialize on something wherein I would be able to free up a lot of my time. I thought to myself that maybe there's like a department in web design or UI UX that's not yet leveraged, and at the same time would give me a lot of time. And then I realized
Yeah.
that there's this landing page. That's why I pursued it, because it was just designing a one page for marketing collaterals, or like mostly landing page is used by advertisers, and I know that there's
Yeah.
money in advertising or marketing, and that's also the reason why I focus more on landing page. So to answer your second question, what is a landing page versus a website or UI UX? So basically, website is if you would ask me, website is a brochure. Basically, it's a collection of multiple pages that's either there to sell or to provide information. Whereas landing page is just one page. It's just one page, but the purpose of landing page is to either sell or to collect email information, and that's their biggest difference.
And also for the landing page design, so you started as a graphic designer, then you
Mhm.
teach yourself to code. Does this
Yeah.
mean that creating a landing page design really requires people that they should know how to code?
I can answer you with a yes and a no. Okay.
Okay.
So, yes, if we are speaking, or if you are starting out as a landing page designer, when we were still at around 2014, 2015, because there are no tools yet that's so advanced. But we're already here in 2022. So no, you don't have to learn how to code. There are a lot of tools that you can use. It's a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get. It's a drag and drop like Webflow. Webflow is actually
Yeah.
not just a website builder, but more also it's used for landing page building. Unbounce is there as well. So basically, it's like you're just doing a Photoshop, but then it's functional. So basically, you don't have to know how to code. I'd probably say that learning how to code, especially on the front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, is just a bonus. But overall,
Yeah.
you don't have to know how to code, because the tools are already there, and it's very, very easy to use and intuitive enough to be able to, for you to be able to learn how to use it.
Yeah. So I see that you are running your full-time design agency, or landing page, specifically landing page design agency, right? So
Mhm.
I am curious as to how or what drove you to pursue entrepreneurship, because there are a lot of people, or there are a lot of freelancers who just want to be
Yeah.
freelancers, right? We just I mean, like, there are people that, or maybe that they don't know yet how to pursue entrepreneurship, but it's deep in them. They are
Mhm.
really, they're having this desire to create or to
Yeah.
be in entrepreneurship as well. So what drove you to pursue entrepreneurship?
That's actually a great question, and at the same time, it's a tough question. I'm not sure if anyone would resonate with this, but for me, based on my observation, designers are always curious. You know,
Yeah.
we are always curious. Like, we are curious if there's a new tool, we want to explore it, right? Like, say for example, there's a new version of Adobe Photoshop, we're gonna explore it, right? It's our
Yeah.
instinct. And then for me, um, like in the past, my curiosity was always focused more on building things, like learning how to code, HTML, and
Yeah.
part. And then suddenly, I just had this light bulb moment wherein I just asked myself, like, what if I focus my curiosity on something else? Like, how can I maybe charge higher for a landing page, like same landing page, but a higher rate, same effort, same stuff, and then I'll just do it, but for a higher price. So right now, my focus, or on that day, I decided to focus more on how the hell would I be able to charge higher for the same amount of work. And then I didn't realize that I was already pursuing entrepreneurship, wherein I was learning about marketing, sales, and negotiation up until I I decided that okay, now I know how landing page works. What if I focus, or my, like, what if my curiosity, I drive my focus into hiring someone else to do the landing page for me, and then I'll just sell it to clients, up
Wow.
until it became a full-time agency.
Nice.
So basically, it's more on the curiosity, but it's more on shifting the focus of your curiosity, instead of just learning the tools, but more on different stuff.
If I may ask, how many years the agency that you have been going?
So basically, I had two agencies in the past, but right now we only have just one, and it's set up like a lean startup. So
Yeah.
in the past, we had this agency, but it was focused more on shirt designing or apparel designing for print on demand e-commerce sellers abroad. And then I decided to pursue landing page, like shift the focus into just focusing the landing page. And it's been running since 2017 up until now.
So in the 5 years that you've been running this agencies, or this agency, what is
Yeah,
your biggest failure so far, and what did you learn from it?
I'm not sure if a lot of people would resonate with this, but if you have, like, if you are a creative person, or if you are a designer, you're always wired to create something, to involve yourself in the creative process. Once you focus so much of your energy in the creative process, like doing the things, the biggest failure that I encountered is that not delegating the creative process to the designers that I hired. Like thinking that my approach is always right, when in
Yeah.
reality, you just have to delegate. And once you know how to delegate effectively, you would grow. So basically,
Yeah.
if you're gonna ask me about the biggest failure, not trusting other designers.
And since you've been creating landing pages since
Mhm.
2014, when there was no, almost to no tools yet that you can use as a landing page designer, now you are teaching people or sharing your learnings inside the group called Conversion Designer Philippines.
Mhm.
Tell us about it. Tell us what inspired you to create this group and what's the why behind it.
Essentially, this is more of a coincidence, like that really happened. Basically, way back 2020, around April, I believe that was April 21st, 2020. So you and I are part of the tribe, right? I always share my strategies inside the group as well, in the tribe, right? Like the lead generation and stuff. And then I told them that I was focusing more on landing page. And then JTL, or John Pagulayan, and then Coach Dennis Abad actually forced
Yeah.
me to guest or speak in a web at a webinar. Yeah, I think that was, yeah, that was work from home initiative. And then they really forced me, not encourage me, they really forced me to be a guest speaker there. So yeah, I had to be there. And then I shared my knowledge, like why I started landing page and stuff like that. And then I actually didn't realize that a lot of designers wanted to pursue landing page as well, because they mentioned that it was easier to sell as compared to website design. They wanted to shift their focus. They wanted to become a landing page designer as well. And then there was like a lot of comments wherein they say, "Hey, it's bitin. It's like there's more to it. There's more to it." And I was like, okay, so what about, like, what if, guys, I create a group? Like, if you guys want to join, you can join, and then I can just share knowledge. And then this group actually grew, and I just didn't realize that it just grew, like there's like a lot of people sharing the group. And then they wanted me to transition to make it into a paid group, paid community, and just so I could continue creating more content about landing page, about negotiation, about freelancing and stuff like that. So basically, it's more on, right now, it's for me, it's like a passion project of mine. And what really inspired me to continue teaching other Filipinos is that when I get a lot of messages thanking me, saying that they were able to charge 5 times now using the strategies, that keeps me inspired to pursue and continue to teach. So yeah, that's how Conversion Designers Philippines started.
That's a really good coincidence, or that
Yeah.
happened with you and for those people that you already helped. Actually, I am one of those people that you helped with, because last two
Oh,
years has been a really challenging years from my career, and I see this group and I actually learned a lot from it and applied it on my clients as well. I mean, like you mentioned that landing page designs are easier to sell
yes.
than websites. May
Yes.
we know, or why
Yeah,
is
for
it
sure.
easier to sell?
So basically, okay. Huh. How do I say this in such a way that it's just so simple to understand? Okay. Remember what happened? You know how COVID impacted a lot of businesses? Like most of the businesses that were not present or doesn't have any online presence, they are now shifting into going digital, like offering their service, offering their products online. And their first instinct is this: I'm going to be using a website and I'm going to be doing advertising. And what happens is that when they use the website and then they're also using advertising, what they get is that there's just a bunch of clicks but no sales. Since website has a lot of buttons or links, right? So that's where the leakage happens on websites as compared to landing pages. When you use an advertising and then redirect people to go to a landing page, the only call to action there is to either buy or fill out a form. Now, why did I say that it's easier to sell landing pages compared to website? Because a lot of businesses needs a lot of leads or sales, and they're using advertising, and landing page is always paired up with advertising to make their advertising convert better. So so basically what you are offering to clients is that you are making sure that the clicks are not wasted, and then at the same time you're making sure that the advertising would work. So basically you just don't want that the clients are wasting their money, and that's why it's easier to sell landing pages compared to website.
I see. So to say website has a broader information, right? And not
Yes.
really targeted into a single action that
Yes.
would help the clients or would help the business owner to earn from those clicks that they will get from the advertisement, like Facebook
Yes.
ads, Google ads, right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting and really good. I'm learning here because I'm also offering a landing page design soon. So
Awesome.
we all started from somewhere, right? We
Yeah, of course.
Errol Chuzon is not Errol Chuzon right now, like without going through the process. So if
Mhm.
you were to give yourself some advice when you were just starting, what would it be?
um I actually posted this as part of my freelance
Oh,
tips
okay.
last Monday. And then like I just so basically I received this question from someone who's a subscriber on my YouTube channel, and he was saying that, "Hey Errol, it's just so difficult to get clients. I'm a gutom or starving artist, and I wanted to become a thriving artist or a thriving designer." And I actually gave that person a hard pill to swallow as well, because I told her that if you want to become a thriving designer, don't just focus more on the tools, don't just focus more on learning HTML, Adobe Photoshop, and stuff. Don't even enroll in my program if you're more focused more on the Adobe shit, because
Yeah.
the most important things that you need to learn if you're just starting out is, number one, you need how to learn how to sell. Okay, you need to learn how to sell and negotiate. Number two, you also need how to network with other professionals. Now, what is really sales? Because sometimes there's like a lot of stigma roaming around that's saying that
Yeah.
sales is just bad or something. Well, it depends on the context of sales. For me, sales is actually transfer of emotion. Say for example, you have a kid, and then you want that kid to eat a vegetable. If you would be able to encourage that kid to eat a vegetable, you're a great salesperson. Wouldn't you agree it's not bad at all, right? And if you want to sell any service, you'd have to learn how to sell. You'd really have to learn how to transfer your belief into someone else. And that is really selling. That's why it's very, very important. And then at the same time, you cannot really charge higher if you don't know how to negotiate, if you don't know how to say this is fair and this is unfair. Okay, so you really have to know that. The second is more on networking. Like, um, in a busy marketplace that we have right now, trust is a commodity that is very, very hard to earn. And big businesses, big clients, premium clients would want to transact with um, people they know, they like, and then they trust. So if you don't know how to network, how do you expect people to trust you? So
Yeah.
those are just my two pieces of advice. I would I would encourage you to learn how to sell and negotiate. And lastly, learn how to network. That way you can attract premium clients.
So right now, I know that you have already shared your hard pill to swallow, right?
Yeah,
But I want to know if you can give us a harder pill to swallow or
a
the
hard,
hardest pill to swallow.
a
Like
harder pill to swallow.
yeah, it's like if you can give us something that most of start like freelancers who are just starting,
Yeah.
um some mistakes that they should avoid, something like that.
So here's the thing that most designers are always thinking. They think that portfolio is enough. They also think that a great design is needed. Like it needs to be beautiful. And they're also thinking that when you build a portfolio, clients will come. And then clients are just buying your design. Like they're buying the beautiful design that you're creating. Here's the thing. Okay, let's start with the portfolio. And I always share this with a lot of people. Like, this is my analogy. Say, for example, you are hungry and you want to eat pizza, and then you went to the mall, and then you encountered two salespeople. Number one, salesperson is giving you a flyer, like they are claiming that their pizza is delicious, while the other salesperson gives you a free slice of pizza. Now, my question is, which salesperson would you believe that their pizza is delicious? The second person, right? The one who gave out the
Yeah,
free slice of
the
pizza.
one that you tasted.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, designers. When you focus so much on building your portfolio, you're just actually giving out flyers as compared to you asking potential clients, "Hey, what if I offer something of value to you, like a quick examination of your website on what things you can improve? How does that sound? And if you believe that this is valuable, you can hire me. If not, then that's fine, right? It's just 5 minutes of your time. So that's more valuable as compared to portfolio. So why focus so much on portfolio when you can create something more powerful? You're just wasting your time. Second is more on we need to have a beautiful design. So Lyle, I want to ask you a question. Who's your favorite Avenger? A member of an Avenger. Who's your favorite?
Okay. Honestly, I don't watch superhero movies, but I'll
Yeah.
just name one then.
Yeah.
I think Iron Man, because he's easier to remember.
Okay.
Is he
And
part of the Avengers though?
yeah, he is. He's the leader
Okay.
of the Avengers. Yeah. And for me, my favorite Avenger is Spider-Man. Now, right there, your opinion and my opinion, my favorite Avenger is different, right? Your
Yeah.
favorite Avenger and my favorite is different. And that's also same like with your opinion with design. Just because you think that your design is ugly doesn't mean that your potential clients looks at it as ugly. It's just your taste, not their taste. So don't confuse your taste to your client's taste, okay? That's one biggest
Yeah.
mistake. And then the third is that they think that when you create a great design, clients would come. And here's the thing, here's the hardest pill to swallow. Clients are not buying your beautiful design. They are buying the results that your design can give to their business. And I'll repeat it again and again and again. Your clients are not buying your beautiful design, they are buying the results that your design can give to their business. Okay? So, kind of learn how to give the benefit instead of just focusing so much on aesthetics.
What should we do instead? I mean, like, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Instead of
Um,
focusing on creating our portfolio.
so basically, here's the thing. When you create a portfolio, you're actually creating for an imaginary client, right? I mean, we have
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest. We're
yeah,
creating a design for an imaginary client. So how the hell is that different to a real client? There's none, right? You like if you want to earn something while building your portfolio, like say for example, if you're gonna be my client, Lyle, I would just probably ask you, "Hey, Lyle, I'm currently learning how to create the social media graphics right now, and I'm thinking that if you need help with the social media graphics, since I'm just starting out and I'm just building my portfolio, How would it sound if I offer you with a foot in the door pricing? Instead of charging $500, I'll just charge $100 for it. How does that sound?
I
So
see.
see, there's no difference right there. I offered it at a lower price, but the results are the same. I'm building my portfolio while earning. So why
Yeah.
not create it for a real client? Why would you create it for an imaginary friend or an imaginary client? And you can create it for a real one, right?
I know that we can be creative with this. We
Yes.
can be creative on how to reach out these people, right? So, how do you suggest, or what are your advice on how we can, reach these people that would agree with our offer or proposal? So,
Okay.
for example, I don't know who I'm gonna, as a as let's just put, I am a social media graphic designer. So
Mhm.
who should I reach out? Where can I see them?
So there's this thing called, or a concept that's called lead temperature.
Mm.
So there's like the cold temperature are the people who doesn't know you, and you don't know them as well. Basically, they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't have urgency or a need. While the next potential prospects are warm prospects, and these are people that they know you, they like you, they don't trust you yet, but they have urgency, they have an urgent need. And lastly are the people who are hot prospects or hot clients. Basically, they are past clients. They know you, they like you, they trust you, they have an urgent need as well. Now you're asking, but I'm just starting out. How would I, like,
Yeah.
where would I find them? So instead of focusing so much on the cold people, like the strangers, like if I would have to start all over again, I'd probably start on freelance marketplaces like Upwork, online jobs. Yes, I do
Mm.
agree. I might not get paid higher. That's fine, as long as I would get experience and at the same time I know I'm earning something. But on freelance marketplaces, the urgency and the intent of potential clients are there. They are posting that they need help.
Yeah.
So why else would you want to pressure yourself in reaching out strangers when there are a lot of people who needs your help? You just have to stand out. Why
Yeah.
would you make it difficult for
I
yourself, right?
see.
So
Since you've been starting as a freelancer, you've started this design agency, what does your day look like? How is it true? Since we have been like hearing it a lot in the freelance
mhm,
industry, how true it
yeah,
is that it's way more flexible. Life is more
um,
flexible being a freelancer. So yeah.
it's it's very true. It's very true. But of course, there's always the dark side of it. We have to be honest about it. Like, first off is you'd have to really define what freelancing means to you, because a lot of
Mm.
other freelancers think that when you work from home you're already a freelancer, and that's not it. It's not really it. But when you are a freelancer, it's more on you provide the service, you become a consultant, you set your own time, you set your own rate, and that's what freelancing is. So first is
Mm.
define what freelancing is. Like, first, what it means to you first, and then once you know it, um, a day would look like it's not really busy. So right now, how my day would look like is that I'm not saying that I work on my own term, because I work like every every day, because I'm really just building something out, like another stream of business. But how my day would look like in terms of managing the agency, First is I would have to drink my coffee, eat my breakfast, and then because most like all of my teammates are just online, so we are working from home. And then what we would do is that around 8 a.m. I would just ask them good morning, and then I ask them what would be our IPA for the day or for that specific week. So when I say IPA is it's an income producing activity. I would ask my teammates what would be our IPA for today, and is that something that's so important or not? Because when you're also freelancing, sometimes you don't focus more on generating leads, right?
Yeah.
So I always ask my teammates what would be our income producing activity, and then let's just choose three important tasks for the day, and then we'll focus on it. So basically, sometimes we would be able to finish our task maybe around 1 p.m. and we're already done for the day. So 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then we're done. Most of the time.
That's actually like for someone, for some people who like work with longer hours, that's totally a
Mhm.
dream. Right? Can you share to them where they can find you or they can follow you?
Yeah, for sure. Like most of the time, I'm more active on our Discord server because, yeah, I just enjoy collaborating with a lot of the members there, like building that community. And yeah, I'm always in there, and watch out for that because we're gonna be opening the Discord server for trials as well. That way you can also experience how it looks like to be part of the pro group. But if you want to follow me, and then if you want to learn more about conversion design, freelancing and negotiation, you can go to my YouTube channel. You can just search Errol Chuzon, and then a lot of videos would be there. And then you can also join our free group. You would know that it's free because you just have to type in free group conversion designers PH, and then just join there. And most of the time we are doing some live sessions there as well. Bye guys.